Hi there. It's August 29th and time for Proverbs 29. Let's go over there. We're still doing the Proverbs that the men copied of Solomon's, but they're Solomon's Proverbs. Just other people copied them, put them in writing. Okay. First one. He who is often reproved yet stiffens his neck will suddenly be broken beyond healing. Often reproved. Somebody who's always corrected and never listens. Kind of like some teenagers, right? I don't know about that. 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the people groan. Do we need to go into this? I don't think so. Pretty much look out your window, right? 3. He who loves wisdom makes his father glad, but he who keeps company with harlots squanders his substance. His substance. How is this over here? That is verse 3. I can't see it. Still can't see it. Yeah. He who hangs around with prostitutes, his wealth is wasted, right? Squanders his wealth, right? Lots of people think you can buy a girlfriend. No. 4. By justice, a king gives stability to the land, but one who exacts gifts ruins it. Now, there are some people in positions of authority who insist on taking bribes and laundered money. Kind of ruins all the stability of the land, isn't it? Because they're no longer representing the people, they're representing whoever's paying them more than the people are. Okay, let's leave that one alone too. 5. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. Spreads a net for his feet. Some people say spread a net, and other people says one version says lays a trap for their feet, but I think that this could be a good thing. Okay, hard to say. I mean, you flatter your neighbor, flatter my neighbor. Hey, that's a beautiful garden. You want to be nice, friendly. 6. An evil man is ensnared in his transgression, but a righteous man sings and rejoices. Right? These evil people, pretty soon that catches up with you. Okay, it does, and it traps you, ensnares you in your transgression. True words. 7. A righteous man knows the rights of the poor. A wicked man does not understand such knowledge. Okay? Rights of the poor. Okay. Either they don't understand or they just don't care. Okay. But if you're righteous, you know the poor, they have feelings, they are made in the image of God. And they're not to be looked down on, okay? They're to be helped. They are put there so you can help them. So you can be tested, right? Think about that. 8. Scoffers set a city aflame, but wise men turn away wrath. We know what the scoffer is, right? Proud, haughty, arrogant is the scoffer. Just think of all these protesters. Stupid. We're getting towards the end here in the world, and boy, it shows. 9. If a wise man has an argument with the fool only rages and laughs, and there is no quiet. Wow. You've probably seen this if you played around on the internet enough. These these protesters, we'll call them, many of them are paid to do that by the opposing side, just trying to create unrest. Okay. And if you try to argue with them, and you've seen it, what do? They scream, they yell, they call you names. Right? Because they have no argument for what you're saying. You're telling them the truth, and they have no argument for that. So they're going to rage, and they're going to scream, they're going to call you names, right? They're going to call you a racist or a homophobe or a misogynist or any of these other weird stuff. Because they have no argument. So don't argue with these people, okay? Doesn't do any good. 10. Bloodthirsty men hate one who is blameless, and the wicked seek his life. Somebody come to mind when you think about that? One who is blameless, and the wicked seek his life. Can we highlight that? I'm not going to tell you who I'm thinking of, but you could probably think of somebody, at least somebody who is doing the right thing. But the wicked are seeking their life so they won't be found out or exposed. Right? 11. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man quietly holds it back. Okay? You have a temper tantrum? That's something little kids do. Adults do it too, okay? Okay, that kind of rage. This is rage. And it doesn't do any good. Better to hold it back. Right? Pray about that. 12. If a ruler listens to falsehood, all his officials will be wicked. Yeah? That happens too, unfortunately. 13. The poor man and the oppressor meet together. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both. You know? The Lord made everybody for a reason. 14. If a king judges the poor with equity, his throne will be established forever. Right? Judge him, a rich person, a poor person, judge them the same. Not because of what they have or what they can do for you. Then your throne will be established forever. 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. It's kind of another way of saying is spare the rod. You are killing your child if you do not discipline them, which involves spanking. Okay. 16. When the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the righteous will look upon their downfall. That's a nice guarantee, huh? The righteous will look upon their downfall. Think about everything going on now. 17. Discipline your son, and he will give you rest. He will give delight to your heart. Right? Discipline your kids. I disciplined my children, and they're grown with their own kids now, and they're wonderful kids. They delight my heart. 18. Where there is no prophecy, the people cast off restraint, but blessed is he who keeps the laws of God. Right? What does that say? It's kind of worded strange, isn't it? 18. When people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild, but whoever obeys the law is happy. Revelation. The other would say where there is no revelation. Prophecy and a revelation is the same thing. Right. People don't care, right? You gotta have that stuff. 19, by mere words a servant is not disciplined, for though he understands, he will not give heed. Some people you just can't tell them, right? You have to show them. Okay. 20, do you see a man hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him. Okay. Now this has been worded different. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? Right? Hasty in his words. He speaks too soon. Be humble, be quiet. Right? That's the rules of wisdom. Be humble, be quiet. To a woman, he who pampers his servant from childhood will in the end find him his heir. Right? We don't have servants nowadays, but they did back then. 22, a man of wrath, an angry man, stirs up strife, and a man given to anger causes much transgression. Right? Now you can see these people out there. There's always somebody yelling and screaming and with the megaphone in his hand trying to get everybody else all riled up, right? Causes much transgression. There's evil people that find these people and pay them to do that. 23, a man's pride will bring him low, but he who is lowly in spirit will obtain honor. Okay? Pride is a horrible thing. Okay? And this lowly in spirit should say humble. Okay? A man who is humble will obtain honor. Okay? You obtain real honor when you're humble and quiet and somebody else builds you up. Okay? Somebody else says, this guy does this fantastic and he's really gifted in this and this, and that honors you. Saying it yourself, like pride, I can do this and this and this and this and this. Okay? Usually brings you trip over that. Again, humble, quiet. And I bet you lowly in spirit is not in these other ones. Humility brings honor. I like that better. Humility brings honor. Humble spirit. See, I was right. Humble. Being humble. 24, the partner of a thief hates his own life. He hears the curse, but discloses nothing. Honor among thieves, right? 25, the fear of man lays a snare, but he who trusts in the Lord is safe, right? If you put all your faith in a person or a human, you're laying a trap for yourself, okay? Because humans aren't perfect, okay? And there are lots of entire religions now that are following a human, where they follow a human, right? Putting all of their faith in a human who is usually dead by now. Right? He who trusts in the Lord is safe. Okay? The Lord's alive. He's there forever and here right now. Don't follow the men, follow the Lord. Read the Bible. If somebody says something and you're not sure if you agree, find it in the Bible. Okay, 26. Many seek the favor of a ruler, but from the Lord a man gets justice. The Lord. You get justice from the Lord. You're seeking the favor of rulers. Okay? And 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, but he whose way is straight is an abomination to the wicked. And you can see that going on right now, huh? An unjust, a crooked, a thief is an abomination to the righteous. And one whose way is straight, right, is an abomination to the wicked. Right? They hate each other. They hate each other. You know why that is? Because an unjust or a wicked person, they know what's right. They know what the truth is. They don't want to live the truth. Okay? And this people whose way is straight is an abomination. It scares them because they're professing the truth, and the unjust one know the truth, but they don't want the truth. Okay, they like all the stuff being wicked brings them: the money, the power, the prestige. Right. So there you go. Let's see what we highlighted in here. We highlighted two. And it's just a statement for today. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the people groan. You just gotta look around, right? All over the world. People are groaning all over the world. We won't get into that because you say too much, then they want to take you off the internet. So, highlighted 4, by justice a king gives stability to the land, but one who exacts gifts or takes bribes ruins it. Right? Simple statement, and it happens. Okay, a lot of these people are bought. Right? Because once you take a gift from somebody, you are indebted to them. Hey, we highlighted 7. A righteous man knows the rights of the poor. A wicked man does not understand such knowledge. Right? The wicked people, they don't care about the poor. They step on them, trot on them, and kick them. Right? They don't understand that they're people created by God in his image. Right? 8, just because, right? Scoffers set a city aflame, but wise men turn away wrath. Not a lot of wise men around when the cities were being set aflame about 4 years ago. They were letting them do it because let's not get into that. 9, if a wise man has an argument with the fool only rages and laughs, and there is no quiet. Okay, we talked about that too. Don't argue with a fool. If you're a wise person, you'll know not to argue with a fool because it does any good. They're going to laugh at you, they're going to scream at you, and then they're going to call you names. Okay? And there's plenty. I mean, that's all over there. Just open anything on the internet and you will see where someone's trying to talk to one of these protesters and they're screaming at them. Just screaming. Not saying any words, just screaming. Right? So doesn't make any sense to argue with a fool. Okay? And 10, bloodthirsty men hate one who is blameless, and the wicked seek his life. Okay? Happened with Jesus, didn't it? And unfortunately, the world is run by Satan and all of his followers. And they're all evil, bloodthirsty. They don't like blameless people. Why? Because inside they know the truth, and they don't want the truth. Right? So they want to do away with a person who is trying to do the right thing, who is blameless, who didn't do anything wrong. And they seek his life so they can keep on being bloodthirsty and crooked. Right? I didn't mention any names there. Just if somebody's name popped into your head, then that's yours to deal with, right? Okay, 16, when the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the righteous will look upon their downfall. There's a hope we can have, huh? That the righteous will look upon their downfall. Because right now, in a lot of places in the world, the wicked are in authority. And transgression increases. You know, in certain countries right now, you can go to jail for saying the right thing, for saying the truth. It puts you in jail for that. Okay, we highlighted 23. A man's pride will bring him low, but he who is humble will attain honor. It's lowly in spirit. It's not lowly in spirit, it's humble. He who is humble will attain honor. Okay. Be humble, be quiet, don't be prideful. Okay. And we highlighted 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, but he whose way is straight, or a righteous man, is an abomination to the wicked. Right? We don't like the bad guys, and the bad guys don't like the good guys. It's always been that way. Right? And there's lots of psychological reasons behind that, but unjust people, they like money and power. Money and power. That's always the root of all evil is money and power. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 29 for August 29th. Stay tuned later today. We are still doing Ezekiel. We'll be on Ezekiel for quite a while. It's a long chapter. But until then, give us a like if you think about it. Thanks for watching my Bible studies. I do this for myself, for my own wisdom, and to expand my own knowledge, which is what you should do too. Just making videos keeps me studying the Bible every single day. So, yeah. So stay tuned later today for Through the Bible in 1 Year. We are on day 242, I believe. Yeah, 242 days in a row that we've read the Bible, and we're going to read the whole thing through. So, there you go. Remember, stay humble. See you next time.